Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now because this is not the show for you. Now, what I'm going to show you, and I got to speak in code, so you got to pay attention to what I'm about to say. I'm going to show you some of our modern women, black women in particular, who are guilty of committing SA, statutory grape. Read between the lines. So what I'm going to do, because Mother's Day is on the way, and it's my job to show you every side of a woman. Now let me go ahead and get started and show you how this young lady, who was in the middle of pleasing herself, pleasuring herself, who got so bothered and hot that she decided that it wasn't enough and went into the room to get assistance from her 6-year-old brother. 6. Let's get started. But this is sick. Be prepared. And this is for educational purposes only.
This is 18-year-old Anasia Niles Taylor. Let me tell you what she did to her 6-year-old brother. And I gotta be careful today because TikTok took the last video down, so let me tiptoe with this. So she was charged with statutory rape of a child and indecent liberties with a child by an adult. So the 6-year-old boy told the Department of Social Service that he was sexually assaulted April 4th of 2024 by his sister. Now, the victim...
By his own sister, by his own flesh and blood. Now think about that. A 6-year-old young boy who has a sister, now I gotta be careful how I talk, but he has a sister that is a predator, who took advantage of his innocence, who violated his trust and his body because she was hot and bothered. Our women today, they are, how can I say, degenerate. They have mindsets of great lasciviousness, lustful desires, anything fleshy, they want to indulge in it. This is what we're looking at from day to day, from the Sexy Reds to the Megan Thee Stallion. Everything is about promoting debauchery and promiscuity. And this is what we see. Look at this young lady's face. That's the predator. Look at her. She looks innocent, but at the same time, she looks a little ghetto to me, but look at her. This woman here is going to grow up to be an older woman who's still going to have those type of desires. So how come we don't hear too much about women like this that commit SA, who force intercourse on minors? How come we don't really hear too much about that? We always hear about men doing that. We always hear about men having to register on the, the offender list. How often have you heard about women having to register on the offender list? It's like they take the light off of them and highlight the men for their deviant activities.
Victim alleges that he was in his room and his sister brought him into her room and did stuff to him. Now, she was taken into police custody where she confessed to the whole thing, y'all. She confessed to everything. She said that she was in her room touching herself and went to go get her brother. And when she realized what she was doing was wrong, she stopped. Too late, dumb bitch.
She stopped after she bust that nut. That's why she stopped. And I think a lot of men, we ain't gonna say we relate to what she did, but I think a lot of men can relate to how you feel, how you almost seem like you going crazy until you have that release. After you, I think, Lil Wayne said in one of his songs, Lil Wayne said, like, it seemed like after I come back to my senses, and I would say these whole names, but then I would be snitching, stuff like that. But it's the truth. When you bust that, it seemed like everything get back calm. So that's why she said she realized she was wrong, because she done used that youngster to get that release. And it's a damn sickening, despicable shame.
Dumb bitch. She has since been arrested and charged. And y'all know I'm messy, so I found the TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter page. Let's look at it. So this is her TikTok page. She goes by this username at the top. I will tag it below in the caption. And this was the last post that she made, as you guys see right here, where she has the red hair. And if you see her arrest photo, you see the red hair in the edges, a mess. And this is the other one. And I actually saw a creator on here saying like, oh, there's so many thirsty niggas out here. How come you had to go, sexually assault your little brother? And people don't realize it's not about what's available and what's not available. When you have an attraction to a child, you are a predator. It does not matter if you have a man in the house right next to you.
I am so glad that she said that, because it doesn't matter. If you're married to a man, a husband, or you're married to a wife, it doesn't matter what you got going on in your marital status. If you have that deviant, sinful, sinister, predatory desire in you, none of those other elements matter. All you care about is trying to please that perverted, immoral desire that you have for youngsters. I'm glad she said that, because I can see that being true.
Man in the house right next to you. If you have come on now, is we all here? Like, but anyway, if you guys go to her page, it doesn't seem like, you feel me? It seemed like she got it all motherfucking there, okay? To me, I'm not a motherfucking professional, but.
Oh, we're not done yet. I got another one gonna blow your mind. 1 second. I'm gonna tell you a personal story if I remember it after we watch this clip right here. Let's get it.
A 45-year-old woman in South Carolina have been arrested after violating a 14-year-old boy. A cousin of the 45-year-old woman said, I sent her a message on Facebook letting her know what was going on. Like, do you know it's a 14-year-old boy out here saying he took you to Pound Town? And not only is he saying it, he got you on video, and he's sending the video to everybody. In response to what her cousin was saying, the 45-year-old woman replied by saying, that little MF, he came over here to play video games with my son. And when I got out the shower, he snuck in my room and he held me down and he made me do all that stuff. I tried to do everything to get away from him, but it was like I couldn't move. So I got tired of fighting with him, and I just let him do what he wanted to do so it could be over with. Think about it. I'm old enough to be that little boy mama. Would I look like doing something like that? And how was he recording it? I didn't even see a cell phone in his hand. Police said after watching the video, you could clearly see the 45-year-old bouncing on top and the 14-year-old underneath her. A 45-year-old woman in South Carolina have been arrested after violating a 14-year-old boy.
Now, I want you to see how sexually deviant some of these women are. Now, let me tell you about the personal story that I've had in my lifetime. This is actually more than one time, but one stands out in particular. I was messing with a woman, all right? And she had a man that was a fiance and stuff like that. I'm not perfect. It's how I used to be. But I was, busting her back out. So she told me some stories. Some of these women, gentlemen, when they are really whorish, they brag about their past exploits. So this one was telling me about the time, because she has children. She was telling me about the time that her teenage son friends used to smash her. She said she used to smash her son friend, 2 or 3 of them. They were running her out, just hulling her all the way out, just smashing her, busting her back up and stuff. He said that one time his son found out about it, but he said his son had nothing he could do. He said, like, man, that's messed up. He tried to fight the dude that was supposed to be his friend, but mama stopped him from fighting the boy. Said, don't fight that man, that boy, whatever, don't fight him. And basically, her son just took it on the chin and act like it didn't bother him, but I think y'all know that bothered him. Because you know how it is, man. You're a youngster, you're a teenager, you know somebody, man, I'm banging old boy mama right now. He don't even know it. Or if you get into it, well, he definitely gonna tell everybody. But what the point is, she would brag about it to me. Certain women, man, they are so far out there, man, so far out of pocket, y'all, that they love it. It's like a thrill. Like I said, I'm not promoting these type of lifestyle, but a lot of y'all got dirt on you too. a lot of y'all got skeletons in your closet too. When I used to mess with married women and stuff like that, if some of you have done these things, you might can relate. These married women and women like the one I just told you, they be so excited to do it. I mean, it seems like they're getting on a roller coaster, or they won $1 million. The thrill, the sneakiness, and all that stuff. It's like they're having a great old time. I mean, just enjoying themselves, like extremely enjoying themselves while they be like this, while they act like that. You dig what I'm saying? So I just want to talk about the deviant side, man. And you seen this stuff, man, from the young girl messing with a brother to this lying mustard back heifer saying that the boy came in while she was in the shower and forced her down. She just gave in, but he was recording it. And and the video showed her bouncing up and down on him while he on the bottom. So he's forcing her, right? No, that's just another pervert, man. Another one who does SA, statutory grape. That's what it is, grape. I ain't talking about soda either. But that's what it is. Well, anyway, I'll give a holler to y'all a little bit, man. I'll talk to y'all a little later. Y'all take it easy now. You hear?